3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Got it! 59! Mike's 59! I got it. You go tape. You got tape. One, two, three.
They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The sack by Robert Quinn. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check, 59. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, That's key, but also can cover deep as well.
He'll take it at the 42. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
Let him know. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 43.
They'll run for it. Cook. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Cover. Bang, 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 bang. Mike's 59.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, crunch, cut.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
18 Gator. 59, Mike's the 59. You're trapped.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Looking to throw. Love. This one into the hands of Burton. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Running for it, Montgomery, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Here's Jacobs. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this one complete to Smith. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Slam, slam, slam.
To throw on second down. Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Chicago! Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's a second and 7. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Second and 10. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Back to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Second and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery, and he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Switch gears. Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Love. He's got Burton here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Right there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Back to throw. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
Come on now, let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Stepping up, he's going to, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Cordell Patterson. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as the Bears push further out in front. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll set up to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line.
A gain of 12.
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. They'll try and throw for it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
To throw on third down, Love. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
3rd and 12.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Love. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And, Charles, I'm just remembering back to the first half when they went for it on fourth, had the opportunity for 3, and they didn't get it.
I like when you remember. I love that.
It's rare.
Yeah, but we did talk about this potential situation, right? Their decision to pass up the field goal there changes their thinking on this drive.
Yeah, if they had kicked that field goal, they'd have the lead. 2nd and 8. It's caught. Smith. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears 13. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He's back to throw. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll look to throw. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll sink now to 0-4.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up.